happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. It's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.
We are live. Miggy, how goes it, bro?
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm just a floating head pig today, but welcome to the metaverse.
Yo, you gotta upload your fucking the headshot you got, dude. The squid grow.
Oh yeah!
CBO,
Did you see how many
Chief
people
Bro
commented
Officer.
on that? I'll change it.
Yo, yeah, change your picture to that, cause that headshot, bro, is sexy. Yo, we look good in that shit. If I ever make a fake passport, I'm gonna use that photo.
Yours looks real good. I like it. But do you see how many people think like it's a real thing?
Bro, I look like the bag lady from the Labyrinth movie. Like, I have so much flair. I look like a server at a Fridays on a Saturday night. Like, it's crazy, bro. I look like I can't play hide and seek because what I'm wearing makes too much noise. Stationary. Like, it's crazy. But I do like the picture. It came in pretty HD. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Shout out to the sponsors, Asvoria, as always. And Fio. Join Fio. Check them out on Twitter. Get yourself a Web3 domain name. Oh, that's in the
Fio is
sponsors
from
plug,
yeah. I'm sorry. Fio is a great project.
Yeah, they decided to sponsor the podcast. Fucking love those guys. They hooked us up with a Soul landing page for my project I got, and me too. So yeah, they've been really nice, and I just have to get really active in promoting the stuff they hooked me up with because it's dope, and not just for me, but like for the individual. So I just got to get out there and start shilling what Fio's given. And I keep saying Fio and Fio and changing it up, and I did it at Consensus, and the team called me out, bro. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm just going to keep changing it because it's like everybody says it either way, so I get to be the one who says it both ways. I don't care. It's Fio, it's Fio, it's Fee Fi Fo Thumb, bro.
It's like happening.
Uh-huh. Exactly. I just like switching it up whenever I feel like being bourgeois or bougie, you know?
Tomato.
Exactly. So yeah, shout out to the sponsors that make this stuff possible. Consensus was lit. I guess, dude, do us a favor, like, introduce yourself to the audience a little bit. I know you've been on the podcast before, but it has been years, dude, since we have chopped it up. So introduce yourself, let people know a little bit about you and how you got into crypto and what you're doing now.
So, thank you again, man. It's always an honor to be on this show with you, kicking it and really just trying to help people, I just want to just commend you on, always just being, you're genuine and you're always trying to help people in your own way. And I'm so happy that you're still doing it to today, man.
Thanks.
Like a little bit about, what it is that I've seen, like development wise, is that a lot of people really change up in the space, and especially when they're making money or they just lose money. And Ken, you stay true and you just keep going. You don't let nothing stop you from trying to help people. So,
Thank you.
Shout out to you, bro. I really
Thanks
appreciate
for all the
you and-
flowers.
nah, for real, because people don't really give flowers enough, and you're an amazing brand in the space, amazing person with some great objectives. With that being said, I'm gonna go into a little bit about myself, guys. My name is Milton. I basically have been in crypto since January 2017. I've been obsessed in the space since I got involved. Some people, they're in crypto part-time. I'm 24/7 crypto ever since. And I have been learning around the world, instilling myself in many different blockchain communities. I was an international speaker, been helping with a bunch of different projects. I'm a consultant, and basically, I had a pretty cool run. I was homeless on the street back in January 2017 when I first started,
Crazy.
and then I found success. Within 11 months, some real good success in crypto that allowed me to go and travel the world and host different VIP events in Web3, finance, tech, all over the place for free. And so that allowed me to get a unique perspective of what's going on in the world, because while everybody's paying attention to their like their home state, their home country or city or whatnot, and their development in Web3, because everyone's thriving everywhere, everything's growing everywhere. I basically got to visit all these places while it was still growing, and understanding the community and getting to know, a different side of crypto, which I did very well, learning a lot, but then I ended up losing everything last year, and I locked myself out of my stuff. It was more complicated than, as simple, because I'm a security expert myself, so with crypto, so I knew better, but things happen. And so I took a year and some change off so I can recover within my personal life. And so then this year, I'm back and just, trying to serve, trying to provide as much value to the space. And yeah, I'm here. I got a company called Block Pro, and Block Pro is basically helping, businesses and individuals transition from Web 2 to Web 3. And yeah, there's a bunch of things that I'm doing, but I don't want it to be about myself. I want to, start off this conversation with these two brilliant people.
Yeah, man, dude, you've been
Bro,
through
I was wearing a Bucky's onesie today. We want it to be all about you.
it.
We ain't that brilliant. No, I'm just kidding.
We wanted to be all about. Yeah, you talk. We just want to collect the sponsorship money, man.
Oh man, I love y'all. Like,
Oh, I
that's the
love you
cool
too,
thing
bro.
about
And
crypto, right?
yep.
We get to just like be ourselves, be chill,
But plus,
like.
it's a good story to hear. I mean, like, there's a lot of things out there, like people, especially after losing everything, like, not a lot of people keep going. Even if when they lose the minimal, you know what I mean. So, like, there's people out there who have probably lost some coin, got rugged, did a bad trade or whatever, and they're just like, oh fuck, the world is ending. Let me just quit right now. So, to tell people, talk about, what you did and what you went through to bounce back, like that's motivating for sure.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man. It wasn't easy last year because I lost everything, and then on New Year's, and then I like at the time I was worth around 8 million, and then I locked myself out the week after. I lost two kids. They both dead, and then two relationships that I was in that both ended with people that I really cared about, and then I ended up homeless on the street in California. And it was trying times. I almost wanted to kill myself and everything at one point, and then I didn't, and I'm so happy because I'm here
Fuck
right
yeah,
now,
dude. No, I know.
like
Trust me.
now.
Yeah, you know I know.
Hmm.
Been there, thought
you know
that, didn't do
is
it.
that
Happy did.
you
Happy I
know
didn't.
yeah, because it's like we would have never discovered what was on the other side of all that pain. We wouldn't have discovered, what would have been, what could have been, how strong we are, how much we can really like share this experience and help other people, you know.
Hell yeah, and I'm sure it's only going to get harder again, and then easy again, and then harder again, and then easy. I'm used to the cycles now, man. I've been a millionaire 3 times. I fucking made it, lost it,
Hmm.
made it, spent it, made it, hacked it. Like, dude, it don't even matter anymore. I'm so numb to it. I'm just happy to breathe. I'm so happy when I wake up, bro. It don't matter how much money I got or don't got.
Hmm. You know?
Yeah, I came
Yeah,
way too
because at
close
the
to
end of
those
the
thoughts,
day,
man. I feel you.
because like the thing I'm thinking, see the thing is like freaking like you learn from it, that whole experience. You survived that experience, and
Yep.
you're humble enough to want to just like move forward. Like like to be like, you know what, I want to be of service. Like that's something about you that's why I was giving you flowers, because I understand. I've watched you. Your development and everything. I've seen how hard it was for you as well. And there's no school for this. Nobody's teaching and none of this stuff. We're all self-taught in the space as far as, the people who are early on. Now there's a bunch of resources for people because of people like us helping to educate people and sharing the information and stuff. Like you, like you're a great educator and stuff. So it's like, yeah, man, like we here for a reason, man. Like
Well,
we can't go away.
let's jump into like what we're doing now, cause like I got a lot going on myself with like going to conferences. I got the Elemental Souls kids cartoon cooking, man. Miggy's fucking out here becoming hella famous. Like, dude's blowing up and glowing up. It's crazy. I just want to know what you got cooking. Like, how are you helping people right now? Because, like, you've always been that dude that, like, if somebody was like, yo, how do I do this? How do I get into that? I always said, like, yo, just talk to Milton, especially if they're in New York, because it was a different vibe. Like, I didn't know how to help anybody in New York with crypto. Like, for real, it was like that was his own country for a couple years, bro. And I would just tell people to
Yeah.
fuck with you. So I
And
was
it's
just wondering,
different
like,
than
how
the
are you
other
helping people out in
45
Vegas, or what are you doing now?
Whew, man, so because of, like I've developed this skill, right? Like because like I don't know if you know, but like I didn't graduate high school. I didn't go to university.
Nah, me
I
neither, bro.
my
I'm a high school dropout. I got my GED though. I did do that.
yeah, I got mine too.
All right,
And
fuck
then
yeah. Then
like
who gives a shit? We did it.
yeah, exactly. And then like afterwards or whatever, my school was 4.5 years in prison, and then I got out, and then I developed a skill. that, I've always had, which was creating opportunities for myself. So because, it was so hard for me to get ahead and stuff, I had to get good at that for me to even survive, in this world. So I started to now mentor people for free, and I'm also building all these companies and teaching people while I'm building these companies. And I'm basically educating and training them and giving them all the tools they need necessary so that they can grow and build a career. Because these people, some of them, they only have, high school, or some of them don't. And then I'm also bringing in people who have degrees, like bachelor's degrees and freaking, masters in certain things. And I'm bringing them all together in this nice work environment where it's a collective, intelligence. So it's like if you are good at something, right? And like you understand something, but I don't, it's like we work together on some, you work together. I'm training everyone at the same time, and they're all developing careers when they never were able to, the traditional route. And I'm helping them learn how to make money, but by acquiring certain skills that you need in order to be independent and be able to make your own money, instead of depending on other people to give you opportunities. I'm teaching them how to create their own opportunities, you know? And also, like, we're taking all the money that we're making from the company, and we're using the profits from the company to empower the employees, well, the team, and we're paying their rent. And then besides their rent, we're going to be paying for them a salary on top of that, you know? And we're providing them with laptops, cell phones, and we got them the Chat GPT workspace. We got Google Suites. Like I got them, all decked out with all the tools, you know? And all I'm doing right now is preparation. I'm teaching them the importance of preparation, because once you prepare, you know, when the moment comes or the opportunity comes, you're ready to take on that opportunity to the best of your ability, you know?
Yeah, how the hell does
I think that's
Miggy
probably
sign
like
up
one
for
of the
this?
biggest thing that people are missing is like having some type of mentorship because I mean, like I said, when I started, I was doing it by myself for like almost 10 years. And what helped me out was I found people who wanted to learn because like I wanted to learn. So the more I taught people, the more that I got to learn and the better I got to understand everything. But I never had anybody. I mean, up until I met Ken, like I never had anybody that I could learn from or teach me. I did everything by myself, made all my mistakes, did everything alone. And then used that because I didn't want to, kind of like you, I didn't want to have other people go through the same because I knew if I was going through that, I was disconnected, then there's probably other people out there too. And when you first look at everything, it's kind of, it's kind of off-putting. It's kind of scary. You don't want to just jump in by yourself. And so having a group like that like is important, especially when you're doing something what you're doing. You're actually putting money in people's pockets and stuff like that, and helping them learn about how to control their own financial situation so they can feel comfortable and benefit from it. Like that's a huge deal.
Yeah, man, it's because I learned something. Like I learned, and thank you. And like something that I learned with myself is like you need to buy yourself time. You know where I'm at right now? I'm literally at the restaurant where I used to work when I first came over here to where I'm living right now. You know, like I used to work here. Now I'm eating a 3 course, 4 course meal. Speaking to you guys, about helping others. And that was just in December. And like I was homeless on the street in December. I moved from California to where I'm at now, and basically my company and everything, I was able to create these opportunities for myself. I have 13 brands right now. I have 3 businesses, and I did that, but since then, because I finally was able to heal and get back on my feet and stop being so stuck in the past and stuck on the bullshit that I was, the hurt and pain and all the bullshit, and I was able to get up and be like, this is not for me. Like I have more value to give to this world, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. And because I know I can do it, I want to duplicate myself, and I want to just show other people, but not just talking, because not everybody learns that way. I show them by example, I'm literally putting in a minimum of 15 hours a day into this because I have tracking software, on for the company. So we
Oh
literally
shit.
like minimum 15 hours a day. That's half a month, you know? So like I figured out for myself how to maximize my time. So what I do is I wake up at 4 in the morning, I freaking work till noon, you know? That's freaking 8 hour shift right there. Then I go to sleep for 2 hours and then I wake up again and then I work till like 11 midnight. And that's another freaking like over 8 hours freaking just working my
You're
ass off.
doing two a
And
days.
then yeah, and then I go back to sleep and I start over at 4 in the morning. So while other people got 7 days a week, I got freaking 14 days of productivity. And I'm at 93% productivity because Desk Time, which is the application that my company's using, um, tracks everything. You know, it tracks your phone, it tracks your thing. I know we're in crypto, we like our privacy, but I'm over here, benefiting from not having the privacy because I have the transparency that people can actually see what I'm doing. And that's why my team and the people that I'm working with, they are so motivated because they're like, dude, like this guy is like freaking killing it, and then we making us look bad.
Yeah.
And literally 3 days ago, I had such a proud moment as a teacher that for the first time in the past 2 months, my team has clocked in more hours. Everyone on my team clocked in more hours than me in one day. Like, what? I was so happy. But sorry, but I just keep rambling on because I'm so excited.
No, that's fucking awesome, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's legit. What was like the most challenging thing for you, to come back from like you said, like having to deal with being homeless and all this stuff? Like, what was it for you that kind of,
The
was
hardest?
the biggest hurdle for you to get over to make your comeback?
Getting back to who I am. Because the thing is, we only have this moment, right? The moment is the only thing that exists. The past doesn't exist anymore. The future doesn't exist yet, you know, to a certain extent, right? If you get into quantum physics and all that stuff, then it gets more complicated. But just to keep it simple, right? So, like, all we have is this moment. The moment is all we got. So if I'm over here choosing to summon the past, the past will become my present, because that's what I'm spending my consciousness paying attention to, you know? And so then I get stuck. And so then I start feeling and I start being on some shit where I'm entertaining these thoughts and ideas that no longer exist and they only exist because I am giving them life, you know? So then I decided, you know what? Like it was a whole process, don't get me wrong. It wasn't easy or nothing, like at all, to be able to recover mentally, emotionally, financially, and to really get my self-esteem back and to really build myself up again, to be as confident as I am now. Um, I just had to get back to reminding myself everything that I did in life. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the same dude that made over $60 million after within 6 years after freaking being homeless. I'm the same dude that freaking, you know, came out of prison, after 4.5 years, the world was different, technology advanced like crazy, everything is backwards. And then I freaking got two jobs within the same week after having over 9 charges on my jacket. And other people, they do background checks. They don't know the difference between convictions and a charge. All they see is a bunch of freaking charges and cases. They don't care if you got convicted or not. So, getting a job is not easy, but I did it in a week, you know? Like, so it's like I started and this is what I recommend to anybody going through things. Just remember who you are. Remember, just think of the highlight reel of all the good things that you've done, Think of all the things that you overcame. Think of all the things, that you dream of, that you dreamt of, that you accomplished, you know? Because we all have our accomplishments. It's all different, It's just sometimes we forget who we are, you know?
Yeah, no, I've been there, man. Especially had to I don't know, man. I wish like all that stuff didn't happen to me on my personal life, like outside of crypto, because I was already dealing with shit in crypto, like in my own like work life, and then family shit happened. But I was really fucked up with like imposter syndrome type shit, because like the first shitcoin conference, bro, like thousands of people came out, and there were like hundreds of people saying I changed their lives, and dude, it's just weird. I'm a nobody who just likes to smoke weed and hug my friends. Like I'm nobody. You know what I mean? And then it's like, nah, yo, I got to introduce Brock Pierce to Gary fucking Cardone the other night. Like, I might be a somebody. That's cool. Like, it's cool. Fuck it.
You are somebody. That's the thing. We gotta stop. You know what I mean? Like trying to
No, not even trying. Just
lower
gotta like
to,
accept.
like
Just accept this shit.
yeah,
Like,
accept it. Like
it.
exactly. Stop trying to not accept it. You feel me? Like just accept you for who you are. You know?
Yep.
It might make other people feel uncomfortable for you to love on yourself. So what? So what? Love yourself.
Exactly. So what? Gotta do it. You gotta do it because nobody else gonna do it for you.
Yep.
Amen. Amen. It's just like how you make money. Ain't nobody just gonna give you money. Go out there, work, figure it out. So everything in life.
So, are you? I didn't know I mentioned this earlier off air, but I was just curious. Are you using, your dual languageness to help like do anything? Because like, I don't speak any other language but English, but if I did, I probably wouldn't focus on any English-speaking communities, because, like, I feel like the communities that don't speak English are, it's oversaturated if you speak it, but if you don't, nobody's really coming to help you. No one's going to the, the English, or not the American Spanish-speaking communities, or the American Asian, dialects, the different dialect Mandarin and all that Japanese, like, nobody really in America is helping out the people, the immigrants, I should say, right? Nobody's really fucking helping the immigrants in America get into crypto. And I was just curious, like, are you utilizing that, that Spanish and shit? I guess Miggy, you can take it
I
from here.
definitely have a plan.
We need more Bitcoin en español, mi amigo. ¿Verdad?
Eso sí, eso sí. Pero lo vamos a hacer. Hay mucha gente. There's so many people, que like part of the crypto community that is educating people in Spanish. It's just they're in their home countries doing their thing, and they need to be supported by, the U.S. and Europe and all these other countries, so that they can get that reach, because there's a bunch of, like you said, there's a bunch of immigrants that don't even speak English that are in the United States that are not being reached as effectively. So I definitely have, planned for that in like every language, because the cool part is AI. AI has been freaking, AI has been enabling me. I would not be able to do everything that I've accomplished in the past few months without AI.
Hold up.
It has
Let's
freaking,
talk about that. How the fuck are you utilizing AI for all this shit? Because when I think of AI, bro, I just think of like copy paste like responses. Like you go to Chat GPT and you're like, hey, Chat GPT, what should I say to this girl so she'll send me nudes? And like Chat GPT will tell you the best thing to say. But no, like seriously, like, how do you use AI, bro?
Seriously. So that's part of one of the services that my blog post providing, is that we're helping people integrate AI into their business model, because that's what I discovered. So it's like I basically use ChatGPT to teach me, and help me plan. So ChatGPT came out with this, I think like 2 weeks ago, with an upgrade, which is 4.0. I've been following this shit since I started with Bitcoin, or before then, and I was waiting for this to happen. As soon as it dropped, I bought it, right? And I bought it from my company. And I also bought Gemini and Google Workspace, and I was trying out all the AIs, and I wanted to see what was more useful for business. And so what I did was I would try to automate things. So I was like, wait a minute, these new features allow me to automate processes. And then I started looking into Microsoft Power Arrange, and then I started seeing, okay, well, I got into the world of coding. And then I'm like, wait, I can code and do this stuff, but then there's this AI, and I don't know how to code. So how about I just use the AI to freaking help me code so that I can do traditional coding and do traditional automation? So then I did. And then ChatGPT took step by step and wrote the code for me. And I'm learning as I'm doing it, And then now I know how to do it, you know? And so then I started doing the automations, and then I started getting into Zapier. Zapier.com. I'm not promoting, like, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but this was just part of my journey of discovery of what AI can do, And then I learned other tools that would save me so much time, like Reloom, that allows me to make wireframes and everything of websites. And then, like, they're not perfect. Like, it's not like the AI is gonna do all the work for you, but it does a lot of the tedious little bullshit, like that takes up time in a lot of things, you know. It helped me come up with, business strategies. It helped me come up with tokenomics. It helped me create, it helped me with compliance and regulation. It helped me understand which licenses I need, which certificates, I should pursue. I learned case studies of, my competitors. I learned, what's it called, how other competitors, went against tech, and, they ended up going under. I learned what are loopholes to, doing certain operations that would cost so much more if I paid, whatever fees it is that they're asking for. And then I'm also doing a bunch of things that are in-house, like my media productions division, like a bunch of
That's
stuff.
crazy,
It's been
bro.
cool.
It's like fucking. I mean, not like saying it to be disrespectful. I'm just saying because it sounds like, but faking it till you make it and using AI to get that shit done. Like you know what I mean? Like I've shown up. Yo, when I was living in Philly in my 20s, I used to do like gigs on like Craigslist shit where people would have to get their toilets fixed or like some electrical box in their basement was fucked. I would just YouTube how to fix a fucking electrical box, bro, and I'd be like, I can do that shit. Give me $60. I'll be there in an hour. So I used to use YouTube essentially in the same way, bro.
Exactly. And that's the cool part. We are here alive when there's a new tool that's gonna allow us to push it a lot faster,
Fuck yeah, especially
Like,
learning, right?
I was able, instead of me, like, this is the thing. In the time that I would have made to do one business or one brand, I made 13 because of AI. Because it saved me so much time, and because I gave all my staff AI, and they learned how to use it. And so the job that would normally take like 16 people, like a 16 people team, to do a job that would take maybe a week, I'm doing in 10 minutes, because I've learned how to use the AI,
See, I need to learn how to use that because I'm still kind of like just with Ken. I'm still on that basic shit where it's like my experience has just been very minimal, and I know it can do a lot of cool stuff. I guess I've just been lazy on not using it. I really need an AI to like handle my emails and respond to shit. I need to do my admin work. I don't want to do it. I need AI to.
It could do that. It does it too. Now you can upload files to ChatGPT.
What
and
do you mean?
It can read it.
What?
Yeah, like I'm telling you, things
Yo,
have
does
changed.
that mean
Things have changed.
so if ChatGPT can read a file, does that mean that I could somehow get her a virus? Because like, there's like
Maybe.
that's what I
Maybe,
mean.
but it probably has like
garbage in,
safe.
garbage
It
out.
probably has fail safes, because the thing is everything's local, so it's not on
Yeah,
their
but
server.
I mean, yeah, but even if I could just like give it a virus locally, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the thing is, you can make your own ChatGPT now. Like they have custom ChatGPTs.
Oh, Chat KB,
So now-
bro, coming soon.
Yeah, I created like a clone of myself or whatever in my ChatGPT for the company, so that whenever any of the teammates need a like ask like have a question of what to do or what it is that I like, or is this up to your standards type thing, they just ask the ChatGPT, put the document in or put in the words or
Yo,
whatever,
we're doing
and then
this
it
at
will tell them.
Asgoria. We're doing this. We got the Unreal Engine 5 body doubles, so you could literally like a lifelike copy of
Damn it.
yourself and then using that chat GPT that is you to be the thing behind it. So it would be like way more visceral.
Yeah, you could have an
Thing-
actual avatar that acts like you and responds that same way.
That's the future. That's the future. I've seen I think was it you Ken that posted that virtual girl?
The
and was like,
girlfriend
this is gonna be
shit,
my
yeah.
the girlfriend?
Yeah, the AI girlfriend
Yeah.
just swiping left on these AI bitches.
And then it's got, the sex toy thing. Like, that's the future, you know?
Yeah. No, it
That's the
is.
future of porn, you know? We've seen it on The Sixth Sense. Remember that movie?
Oh, and what's the other
With
one?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No, that's not Sixth Sense, dude. That's Demolition Man.
That one too, but Sixth Sense is the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger had a clone. And then
No,
No,
that's the
that's,
Sixth
that's
Day.
Total
That's
Recall.
Sixth Day.
Oh,
No,
Sixth
the
Day,
Sixth
there you
Day,
go.
yeah,
Sixth
yeah.
Day, there you go. Not Sixth Sense, Sixth Day, there you go.
Yeah,
That one.
Sixth Sense
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Bruce
yeah.
Willis, and he's a dead guy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a Sixth Day. And then
I love
yeah,
that
the
movie,
dude
for real.
was messing with that holographic chick, you know?
Yep. No, all that. Yeah, movies have been predicting this for a while. And you know what's funny? It's all the incel, introvert nerds that are behind Hollywood technology that promoted it, right? It's like, yeah, we don't want real girls. We just want these technology ones. And, like, it's the nerds that made the mainstream media that made it a thing. Like, they manifested it. You know that, right? Like, the nerds in Hollywood put all these futuristic, sexy stuff in Hollywood stuff to manifest it into reality so they could use it at the end of the day.
100%. Because the thing is, like, we have a collective consciousness. So if all of us think the same thing and speak the same thing, it comes to be manifested. Because that's just how the world works. But yeah. Whew. So tell me a little bit about what it is that you're doing, my bro, because I'm sure a lot of people, are interested in seeing what it is that you got going on down the road.
Well, me and Miggy doing the podcast is kind of our main focus right now. Just trying to get maybe 2, potentially 3 more sponsors. We don't want any more than 5. That is absolutely it. That's all we need. We don't need any blah, blah, blah. And then working on getting guests on the podcast as we go to these conferences. We've got a lot of opportunities to talk to people and get them on the show. So we're just focusing on that. Me personally,
You gotta get Gary, man.
Oh, I
You gotta
think
get
Miggy
Gary.
got it. Miggy, I think, locked Gary in. Miggy was hanging out with Gary
That's
Cardone
what's
for
up.
like 2 hours solid, one-on-one. What the fuck were you even talking to him about, Miggy?
I mean, just random stuff. I mean, for a little bit, I was just talking to him about like my impression of him at first. I just told him like I honestly wasn't much of a fan, because the online presence is so limited, and we just kind of talked about that for a little bit, and he recognized like how much like everybody sees him as a suit, and they're like against him because of that. And it was like the
Yep.
funniest thing ever because like he was making fun of it. He was like, "Oh yeah, people think I'm a suit," and they're like, "Oh no, suit," and he's just like making fun of himself. But I was like, dude, the fact that you know that and you recognize it, like, totally makes you not a suit. But he uses it. He doesn't care. He still does what he does. But he's like super degenerate and shit. But yeah, we were just talking about some things in the crypto space, and mostly that, and then just like smoking a little bit of a vape pen, weed. So that was cool.
Yeah, I think
That's
we
the
got
beauty of
Gary
these
coming.
conferences. That's good. That's the beauty of these conferences, man. For anybody out there that's trying to really get like the easiest thing, right, to do in crypto right now, if you actually have some type of value, you've been around for a while, is to connect to really influential people, because there's so like much demand for people who have actual experience and know what they're talking about in the space, that people who are very influential and very successful in other spaces are looking for you. So it's really a lot easier to connect with the Gary V's, connect with the Gary Cardones, connect with, the Warren Buffetts and the Jay-Z's and the Jack Dorseys, the Tim Cook, because there is no what's it called? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. the way
I
it
was gonna
is.
say, if you can think of the word in Spanish, use it.
That's funny, yeah.
Sorry, the
Let's
way that
see.
this distracted me.
¿Qué es una cosa que tú piensas que necesita la gente de Web3? Let's see, pues,
Oh
does that
yeah,
make sense?
yeah. Entonces, like, la gente necesita educarse, necesitan experiencia. People need to really like, get some experience, learn, experiment, make fair, like make, don't be scared to make mistakes and everything and just get into the space, just learn, because that's what we all did. You heard us. We was multimillionaires multiple times, like we were
For
successful multiple
real.
times, you know what I mean? Like, don't be scared. Like, it's so early on. It's okay if we break some eggs. We still gonna make that omelet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got this, guys. Don't let your fear stop you from going out and discovering, something that's gonna really change your life. Because you're looking at people right now on here right now. We're not like, I'm gonna say for myself, I ain't shit. Like, I didn't, I'm not nobody special or anything, from my whole life that I thought, I know so many people that are smarter than me, so many people in prison right now who is way smarter than me, who inspire me to be the way that I am right now, like, so, like, don't hold yourselves back, learn as much as you can, and don't be scared to fail, because, you failed a bunch of times in life anyway. You might even you still hear right.
Yeah,
So
I like Jim Carrey's quote. The thing that he learned from his father is, you could fail at something that you don't want to do, so you should at least try, to do something you want to do. Like, because you could always fail at that shit you didn't want to do, that safe job, that safe thing, that the beaten path that everybody's gone down. Yeah, everybody has success somewhat down that road, but guess what? You could fuck up. That you could still fail at that shit that everybody else has succeeded at around you. And that one thing that nobody else could figure out how to do might be the thing you succeed at. You better at least give that shit a shot. So and it doesn't cost you anything to try in crypto, really. Like, you could play around with $1, and if you could turn $1 into $10, you can turn 10 into 100. You can turn 100 into 1,000. You don't have to start with a whole Bitcoin, and that's what the stock market really took out of the opportunities of people was, hey, if you can't afford a whole share of this fucking stock, you're kind of beat from the experience of learning, the educational experience. Nah. $1 in any shitcoin will teach you everything you need to know about crypto within about a week. And playing around with a little bit of Solana swapping or whatever the fuck, dude, you're in. You're hands-on educated for $1 entry fee. You don't have to go to Harvard.
and on top of that, it's like freaking the people or whatnot can oh fuck, I smoked too much. It just went away that quick.
Oh my god, bro. You gotta pass
Yo.
that shit our
Dude.
way, bro. Vegas does.
Too
Yo,
much
oh no,
food,
you're not
so
in
that's
Vegas.
why.
You're not even in Vegas. I was like, yo, Vegas has some good shit, but you're not even there.
Oh, y'all funny as hell. No, but damn, what did you say? What you did inspired a thing that I was gonna say.
Man, you think I
said-
remember what I said? I'm smoking too. Why do you think I'm a
Oh,
cartoon
dude.
character right now, bro?
I hear you. I hear you. Oh.
My
Yeah,
sponsors
man.
asked me to stop smoking so much weed on screen. I said, okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Avatar
I'm an
up.
avatar now. Smoking what?
Dude, that's-
My avatar ain't got no arms, dude.
Creative solutions.
That's 100% what it was.
Creative solution. It's like, all right, I'll compromise.
That is exactly what happened. We were talking to a potential television network to pick up the podcast on like Roku and shit, and I can't
Right.
curse. I can't. So I'm like, I can't not curse, bro. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Oh, have you seen Killer Whales?
I did. It looks weird. I don't know how I feel about it. The only reason I would watch it is for Wendio. Everything else about
Yeah,
it
me
is
too.
too cringy. And I don't know. I didn't like how the first thing Wendy says is, I'm a woman, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no shit, you're a woman? Like, why did you have to say that? It's so
That's hilarious.
awkward. Dude, no, it is hilarious. Go watch
He's
the intro of
entertaining.
Killer Whales, and the first words out of her mouth when they introduce her is, I'm a woman, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, some dude wrote that script for her.
Bro.
But I want to watch it for Wendio
It's
for sure, because
entertaining. You know, I
even if
love
she don't
Wendy.
follow me,
And
I
Mario
fucking
too.
love
Mario
Wendio.
Nepal's cool. Yeah, I love Wendy, and then
She's my
what's it called?
favorite
Mario
person that
too.
made a
Mario's
come up
cool.
in crypto, bro. Like for real. One of my favorite come up stories is hers. Like that whole mom life to fucking, you know what I mean? Like whale life, dude. She's a whale of a
100.
mom.
She's a whale of a mom for real. I love her, man. She's so human, like, and like, she
For
gives
real.
off that human vibe. Because like when I first met her and stuff, she was like, I was like, how can I add value to you? Because I'm always trying to like, figure out how I can provide value and stuff. And she looks at me with the sweetest smile, and she just says, "Be my friend." I was like, oh, she's such a sweetheart.
She is. I like seeing
She's
her
super
with the
cute.
Squid Grow crew, with Slumdoge Millionaire and all of them, man. Like, she's still keeping it degen, even though she's come up and she's, like, in my opinion, one of the most professional female content creators in the space. She's still grunging it out with the fucking most degenerate team. Like, Squid Grow's legit, but those dudes are degens, and I fucking love them for it.
For real. Yo, one of my
Literally, bro, they
brands is-
ripped up the canvas. Did you see what they did in fucking in Austin, bro? They're so degenerate. They went into the pit where they did karate combat, and with a box cutter, they cut the canvas apart, and it had blood on it and everything, bro. And they hung up. It was their logo because they had the logo on the center of the ring. So they just cut the shit out with a box cutter with blood and everything. Like that's some degenerate shit
Oh
I
my
would do,
God.
bro.
That's
You're
some
like,
dope.
oh
shit.
man, you
It's
think
like,
they
I'm
let
gonna
us
hang
cut
this
the
on in
Yes!
the office.
Fuck
You
yes,
know?
blood and
That is
everything,
so
dude.
badass.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, no, that when I
think
saw,
that was planned out by their new CPO.
yeah, the CBO,
Shout
Chief
out
Bro
to him.
Officer.
Cheap bro officer. That's funny. Hey, yo, one of my brands I got, bro, which I can't wait to really like start building up and stuff, is called Degen Hero. Like, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be like Crypto Panic.
Well, that's what I've been saying. Elemental Souls, my kids' cartoon is. It's a cartoon by degenerates for degenerate children.
Gotcha.
Cause
I
you
think
know, kids are gonna be able to launch their own tokens soon. You know, like there was that kid who launched a token with his mom, and she had her titties out, and she was like slapping her titties and stuff, saying "Send me shit." I don't know. It was weird, but
Oh,
it's
wait, on TikTok? No, it wasn't on TikTok.
it was on
Was it?
Twitter everywhere.
I think I heard
bro.
of it. Oh, it was on Twitter.
Yeah, he like
Yeah,
pimped his
some-
mom out.
Yeah, he definitely pimped his mom out. 100%, bro.
For real, he did. I remember saying
It's all right, dude. His mom probably got a brand new Escalade the end of that week. He's like, I don't got no
You know, the
bedtime
internet
anymore, all right,
nowadays.
mom? You hear me, mom? No more bedtime, bitch. I'll start a bedtime token and fucking counter trade your MILF token. Keep fucking with me.
Nah, bro, we need a
I'll
podcast. We
run
need
your
I've been thinking
liquidity,
about
mom.
this. Short cash token.
Short her mom.
Yes.
We need
Go ahead,
podcast
Mom.
tokens. We can give our guest cast.
Yo, that's funny. I was talking to somebody, you were there, Miggy. You know, I want to start my own fucking meme token so bad, bro, but I want to take it as serious as humanly possible. So it's like, it's a meme, yes, but I will be talking about it as if it's like, you know, the seriousness of air and water and food and shelter. But I want it to be called Rug and Tug. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get it? Yeah. Rug and Tug, yo, and we're gonna get the massage parlors to start accepting it for happy endings, and that way they know you're not a cop because you fuck with crypto. Ain't no cops got crypto.
Are they even allowed to?
I don't
'cause
know, man.
some
They're probably
politicians are
not.
not allowed to.
I would be. I don't know. There's like so many weird rules with being a cop. Like, weed's legal in Jersey, recreational, just like alcohol. But you can have a beer as a cop, but you can't smoke a joint as a cop. So I think that's some weird 1950s shit. I don't know how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want my cops to smoke weed. I want mandatory cops smoking weed. Like, if you're a cop, you should have
Right?
to smoke weed, bro. Like mandatory.
I remember being over there in New York. I was over there in the Bronx, And then I seen a freaking police officer, NYPD police officer, smoking a hookah outside of his freaking squad car.
Yeah,
I
but
was
that's just
like, oh, I
tobacco,
like this
though.
guy. No, I know. I'm like, I like that guy because he's like,
Yeah,
he's
it's
like,
a
okay,
chill
I'm
thing.
normal. I'm chill.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still a human being type thing. You know,
Yeah, I just think
like,
the smoking weed thing would help them relax. Like they're always on edge, bro. Be fucking
oh
slam dunking
yeah,
grandmas and shit because they fucking, you know what I mean?
escalating stuff,
Yeah, for real,
escalating
dude.
situations, like
For real. That helped them with their PTSD too, calm their ass down.
for real. And then
Yeah.
they'll like some of them that are doing steroids and stuff will calm down a little, maybe.
But that was my
Um,
segue into asking you, because that kid started his own token with his mom and other things, and you mentioned that you were dabbling in AI. I actually saw a lot of people using Chat GPT and other versions, like the AI to make the token image, the AI to make the token's roadmap, and all this stuff. And like they're basically using prompts that basically get like what colors are gonna brainwash people to think this when they see it, what patterns and design, and they're feeding the exact like marketing manipulation they want to the AI, and then the AI can generate the image that's basically like what probably McDonald's spent $1 billion into figuring out red and yellow make you happy and
that's
hungry or whatever. So are you
that's
looking at
legit what
using
I'm
AI
doing.
to launch your own
I'm
shitcoin? Like
legit.
bro? When is this
Oh no,
coming?
like shitcoin. I am not making a shitcoin. What me personally, like you know me, I don't really shill, anything. Like the only thing I ever like promoted is Bitcoin, and sometimes I mention Ethereum, but just out of feeling responsible, I try not to, tell people what to put their money into. With that being said, I am within my business ecosystem, right? Because like I said, I have 13 different brands and I'm turning them all into 13 legit businesses. And I've created a token economy with a rewards program within my business ecosystem that will incentivize people to to keep all value within my ecosystem, within my businesses, and reward them for participating, reward them for marketing, reward them for educating themselves and using the educational content that we're creating, and yeah, it's like I'm incentivizing customers. I'm incentivizing work the work our team, and I'm incentivizing people who are outside of our ecosystem to come join our ecosystem and stay within our ecosystem.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I always use the term shitcoin to talk about anything that isn't Bitcoin. Don't matter what it is. Like that's
Yeah,
why I'm doing the shitcoin conference, because in Nashville,
you're
Bitcoin
OG.
2024, they're going to be calling everything, including Ethereum, Litecoin, everything's a shitcoin that ain't. I'm not really down with maximalism. It's one foot in the racist door of fucking white supremacy and like Bitcoin supremacy and shit. You know what I mean? I bet you there's probably going to be like 5 colored speakers at the whole venue. It's fucking weird. Like every year, it's all old white dudes shilling an echo chamber circle jerk of Bitcoin only bullshit. And that's why we do the shitcoin conference right down the street, man. Like, I mean, I know they're trying to diversify themselves a little bit at the conference there, but it's still a maximalist event. And you can straight up
Mhm.
see how close those parties tie. Like, I mean, damn, bro. I didn't know that the clan had a fucking Bitcoin logo on the pointed hoods and shit. That's like.
God damn.
I'm just not a fan of maximalism. I'm not at all. I don't like anybody who's
The
like only
ideology.
this or only that. It's like, why the fuck do you go to Baskin Robbins and you only fuck with vanilla ice cream? You're weird, bro. Just stay home. You don't have to put a whole show together to talk about how you only fuck with vanilla ice cream. And there's like you came to Baskin Robbins to talk shit on all the other flavors.
Hmm. It's because people are just miserable too, People just want to just go out and just bother
And
other
honestly,
people.
I think for maximalism, I think that people are lazy, and like for all the maxis, all they've ever done was buy and hold Bitcoin or trade it, and that's all they know or know how to
Yeah.
do.
But
They don't know
there's
how to do
there's
it.
different kind of maxis, right? There's different kind of maxis, though. Like,
Yeah, but no, but there's no
like
maximalists
let's say,
out there on ramping. Like, there's just not. They're not out there shaking hands, kissing babies, and opening wallets. They don't do that work. That's why Bitcoin's stale right now. It ain't moving because there's
well,
nobody doing that work.
somewhat.
Everybody that used to do that work is doing it for a meme token right now. Everybody that used to hustle door to door, open a Bitcoin wallet.
But we do
Open
have
a Bitcoin. We don't do that now. Yeah,
We
but
do
that's
have
it.
people like Tom Vase, you know, like
Yeah, but they're
who's over here
old. They're
doing the
old, white,
uncomplicated.
boring people that only talk to old people. There's no like young people saying like Miss Teen Crypto is probably the youngest content creator that's still shilling only Bitcoin when everybody else is out there talking about a random shitcoin on the Twitter feed that day. She's probably the only one every day Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Everybody else, bro, shitcoin, shitcoin, shitcoin.
Well, not me.
Yeah, I think
I'm
you're
not shilling
young enough to
anything,
hit that.
you
You're
know?
young enough to hit that demographic.
Yeah.
You should be
You know,
pushing
I
Bitcoin
don't-
right now, and
you
only
know.
in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm gonna use AI to do every language because you can literally take your voice, clone it, and
Will
then
you
you
do the
can
AI
say
to do
whatever
Star Trek language,
the what
Klingon or whatever, or
sign
whatever?
language. Yeah, you could use AI to do sign language if you set it
No,
up or
no,
whatever.
no.
It could do-
Klingon from Star Trek. That's actually really smart.
You could probably.
You know, Rosetta Stone has that, right? You can learn Klingon from Star Trek on Rosetta Stone for like $100.
That is so dope. You could literally upload any file or whatever from your computer to the chat GPT and you can tell it to organize it for you. So if you have a whole ton of like a bunch of information on your Google Sheets, take that Google Sheets, upload it to chat GPT and be like, hey bitch, organize this shit. And I want it to be organized like this. And then to be like, all right, and then she will literally create a Google Doc or Excel sheet that you click on, and then boom, there's it done in
Yo,
like
that's
less than 5 minutes.
awesome. Oh fuck, dude,
You
that's
can have
dope.
you can have 100,000 pieces of data in there. That's how I did my case study. I literally put up all the documents of this company that I was helping before, right? Because it was $20 billion worth of natural resources that I was supposed to tokenize back in 2018 for a company called Grindberg Petroleum, and they went under because the owner, whatever. It was a whole thing. I'm gonna turn in. It's part of my documentary and shit.
Yes,
But yeah,
yes,
like
do
it was like a movie, dog. Like his family, look him up on Google. His name is Jack Grindberg. Freaking, he was a multi-billionaire. He had a multi-billion-dollar natural resources company. He had petrol. He had helium. He had land, hectares of land. He had freaking oil out the ass and all different natural resources around the world. And then his family and everybody. He had a bunch of enemies because you know how he made his money? He came in and started snitching on all the oil companies. And the US has this thing where if you whistleblow, they pay you or whatever. For during his days or whatever with the oil companies if they do illegal shit. So he kept doing that and telling on all these oil companies until he was able to own his own oil company. And then freaking he started growing exponentially because he was a hustler. And then as he got older and stuff, you know, freaking his family started getting really like wanting his fortune or whatever, and they were calling him demented, saying he was crazy and all this shit. And they tried to strip him from all his assets. And then they failed because the court was like, but you guys have a contract. It doesn't matter if you think he's crazy, like he's still, you know, it's a contract. And then they killed him. I mean, whatever. He died naturally. And then
I let him
and then
died naturally.
and then what's it called? They closed down the whole multi-billion-dollar industry company, and they liquidated the whole thing. And all his competitors and everyone he snitched on ended up taking all the resources from the company.
Wow.
So then, and I have all the proof because I'm not saying too much, but I can't because this is some weird shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, but I can't wait
you
for the
know,
documentary, bro. All right,
people
so
could
we're
watch
up
it
on.
right now. They
Wait,
could
what?
start watching it now because I got a docu-series on for my subscribers on Instagram. I
Well,
have
let
been
them know where they
doing
can go
like
to
a
get in
whole
touch
thing.
with you, follow you, and get involved because we're at the end of the show here. Tell them where they can
Okay,
follow you
cool.
and watch all this stuff.
Guys, go support me on God Changed My Life on Instagram. It's God dot changed my life. Only the one that has verified. There's a bunch of imposters. Don't get scammed. And you can follow me, you can add me if you're a professional on LinkedIn. My name is Manuel Guarderas. And reach me or look at what I'm doing with my main company right now, which is Block Pro. It's blockpro.us for people in the US, blockpro.uk for anybody over there in Europe. And yeah, that's where you guys can find me.
I just posted it in the comments below on Twitter, YouTube, and I'm doing it right now on Facebook. So if you guys are watching this live, just check the comment section and you should be able to find the link to his Instagram account right now on all those platforms that we're live on right now. If you're not, if you want to head on over to my Telegram, I just posted it in Telegram as well. So if you're in the group chat in Telegram, there's a link directly to Milton's God Changed My Life, or God dot changed my life on Instagram right there. All right, man. Yo, it was
Thank
good
you,
chatting
man.
with you. You know what's fucking dope, yo?
Same.
We got to do a podcast while you had dinner and shit. Miggy's driving home from like a graduation party. I'm over here
Yeah.
not smoking because they asked me not to. Like, yo, this is so. I love the metaverse,
It's the
dude. I love the
future, man.
future. Yeah, I love living in the future, bro. Like, this is the best time to be alive. Fucking time machine. Why would you ever want to go anywhere but 2010 and come right back to this
Right.
bitch?
Right? Like, it's so fucking crazy. We're living in the most amazing, most interesting times right now. With the so
literally
many
the best
opportunities.
time of Earth's history. I think it's all downhill from here. We peaked.
Oh,
The
can I
planet
mention
has
one thing?
peaked.
Let me mention one thing. Just a
Absolutely.
quick fun fact. Like, so what's it called? Just a quick fact or whatever. Just look at it. Look at this. This is the first time that we all speak one language through the internet and technology. This is the one time that we have one nation that is the internet. And then what's it called? It never happened before. Like, this is the first time, guys. Like,
Yeah, we have one
since
currency,
since
Bitcoin, the internet's
since the
currency.
first coming.
Yeah, I tell people I'm a resident of the internet. That is my nationality. That is where I reside. That is where I am from. That is what I speak. That's why my
That's where I
currency
spend my
is
time.
Bitcoin or whatever. You know what I mean? Exactly. The internet is my country. 'Tis of fucking thee, bro. I feel you. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Miggy, anything that you want to say before we get going? I know you got about another hour drive till you get home.
No, man, I think that was great. It was awesome having you on the show, and just like I said, just kind of telling your story to, give some people out there some inspiration and some motivation to get involved and stay involved and just go be a freaking degenerate until you figure it out.
Yep. Yeah,
Damn,
use the
thanks,
tools
guys.
you guys got,
I appreciate
man.
you guys.
It's inspirational. I'm definitely going to try to figure out how to incorporate AI more into my stuff. Like, I got a lot
What?
going on. And honestly, my takeaway is inspiration to at least try to figure out how to fit it in. Because you're right, man. Like, anywhere I can fit it in, it's going to make my life easier. I just have to give it a shot and try. And that's, I appreciate your encouragement in that. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on, guys. It's always been it's always a pleasure coming on, and I can't wait till next time.
Yo,
We're
hopefully
most
I see
likely
you at a
gonna all be
conference
in
soon.
different
Are you
things.
going to Nashville or what?
We will. Nashville. When is it?
It's next month, the end of the month. There's like 3 big conferences from like the 25th to like the end of the month. It's a big week in Nashville.
I'm gonna try to go.
It's going to be like the biggest week in crypto. It's going to be big, dude.
Alright, I'm coming, bro. Fuck it.
Fuck
Like,
yeah, do it.
Like,
It's
okay,
gonna
I'm
be
coming.
huge.
I'm coming.
It's gonna
It's
be
like I was gonna
huge.
start my road show in September. When I was gonna start going to all these conferences, but
Well,
you know
if
what?
you go
I
to
haven't
this
seen y'all in
one,
a minute. I'm
anyone you
coming.
go to, they're going to remember you from this one. That's what I'm trying to say.
Perfect. We're in there. We're in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
bro,
me, bro. I know the crypto
Yeah,
conference
we
alpha.
bounce
I
off each
wouldn't
other
waste
and
your
everything.
time, bro. I know,
Yeah,
dude.
I know. It's gonna be dope because it's like we're both like we've been in this space for mad long. We know how to work the conferences. We know, and then Miggy's been over here killing it. Like, bruh, that's the cool part. It's like we get to lift each other up in front of all these new people. You know what I mean?
Yo,
It's gonna
let's
be
get
cool.
together in Nashville. We could try doing this like
We're
Three
doing it.
Amigos style.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean,
Tres
all right, fuck it. We're doing it.
Amigos. All right, guys,
We're in
thanks for
there.
tuning in. Don't forget to share this out. If you're watching it on Facebook, hit the share button. If you're watching it on YouTube, copy the link, share it on social media, and then you could delete all those social medias. I guess you could keep Instagram, make sure you follow Milton, but then go over to X. That's like the only thing you guys need anymore is X. If you want to, use social media and learn something, make money, or at least better the quality of your life through information and education, X. Facebook is a waste of time. It's a net negative. You're never going to make $1 on X. You can't even sell a piano on Marketplace on X, dude. You're better off throwing it away. So just use Twitter. X. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
See y'all later.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.